Okay. What I'm about to share may be a little bit difficult for some people to believe, and so I figured the best way to share it would be from a website that some people, actually most people, consider safe and trustworthy. And, of course, that's the Rush Limbaugh website, okay? And I don't back him or anybody else. I'm just saying that a lot more people trust this guy than most anybody else. But here, check out the headline. It says, "Stunning. California couple says they were asked to house immigrant children." And he's talking to some woman by the name of Ann and her husband Eddie on the phone. But let's start here, and I'm going to read this paragraph here, starting, of course, with where she says, we have some interesting news. She says, "My husband Eddie is on the phone with us. We live in Southern California, and we're Catholic, active Catholics in our community. And there was a town hall meeting last evening, emergency meeting called by our local parish priest, ordered by our bishop." But, of course, the way they're saying the name is unintelligible, and it says it's the Archdiocese of San Bernardino. So she goes on to say that they have made the decision that they're going to absorb the immigrants that are coming through because the federal government called the bishop's office on Monday, and they're going to be busing these immigrants to our communities and asking us to open our homes and to house them for up to a month. And it goes on to talk about how it'll reimburse, the church will reimburse the people for doing this. But let's scroll down a little bit and hear what Eddie has to say. And Eddie's a retired doctor. He says this: "I'm very concerned about the healthcare crisis that we're facing and these illegal aliens that are coming into the United States. Doctors are being asked not to talk to the media. They're on gag orders, both doctors and nurses, and we've got a big problem because there are a lot of diseases that can come through this border bringing all kinds of stuff." And then, of course, Rush chimes in a little bit and he goes, "Eddie, I just read that in some cases the lice are so bad you can see them crawling down the faces of some of the kids." And then Eddie's wife, Ann, says, "Yeah, the lice won't kill you, but Ebola will, and so will gonorrhea, and there's syphilis, and AIDS, and hepatitis, and diphtheria, and polio, and meningitis, and this new coronavirus coming in from the Middle East." So, and then, of course, Rush says, "Okay, hold on, we're going to have a break, and I'll get back to them in a minute." So, but anyway, if you've been studying anything in regards to prophecy, you know that just as the Vatican has done in the past, they're going to be doing it now. They never changed. They ignore the plight of the people like they have before, and this is what brought on the bubonic plague and other things, as well as the deaths of hundreds of millions. They ignore the plight of the people so as to assure that their agenda is met. So with that in mind, will any U.S. bishop or cardinal or even a novice priest be brought up on charges, even though many witnesses have come forward to confirm that the Vatican is in fact asking Catholics to break the law here? Well, not likely, especially since the federal government's asking the Catholic Church to do this. But just as prophecy predicted long ago, Rome's wound is healed. I did a video about that, a few months ago at the beginning of this present Pope's pontificate. They're going to do whatever they want to do in any nation they want because the leaders in those nations know it is Rome they are bowing to in obedience now. So with the influx of Roman Catholic immigrants will also come a landslide of votes that lean towards Vatican ideals. It is then that everyone is going to understand why this church is called both a beast and a whore in Christian prophecy. And if you want a little bit more information about this, go to my Words of a Beast page in the warning section of the website. Scroll down to Words of a Beast and just click it. Go down to, let's see, where is it here? Yeah, Vatican claims power over all governments. Just scroll to... what am I looking for here? Well, here's an interesting quote. A lot of people miss this because of what happened in the European Union. This ministry, as well as others like it, have been declaring before the European Union came to life that the Vatican is going to have to create a European Union so as to test their global agenda in a group of nations. If it can get it to work there, it'll work all around the world. And this is why you saw the European Union come to power or come to fruition. And but anyway, check this quote out. This is from the Latin Church in the Middle Ages. This was written in 1915. It says, speaking of the time of about 500 A.D. when the Roman Empire was crumbling to pieces, it says, "No, the Catholic Church will not descend into the tomb. It will survive the empire. At length a second empire will arise, and of this empire the Pope will be the master. More than this, he will be the master of Europe. He will dictate his orders to kings who will obey him, or obey them." And this has been the case for hundreds of years, but even more so when you look into how the European Union has been structured. I mean, even their flag emulates the flag of Mary, a Roman Catholic patron saint they call the Queen of Heaven, that Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah, said angers the Heavenly Father. But check this out as well. Let's see. Here we go. It says, this is from Brownson's Review, and then the next quote I'm going to read is from the Catholic World. That was written in 1937. Check this out. It says, democracy is a mischievous dream where the Catholic Church does not predominate. And then the next one says, there is one and only one sure democracy, the Catholicism of the popes. And this is the reason you see so many Roman Catholic immigrants coming into the United States of America illegally. And the Catholic Church is asking their Catholic brethren to help them break the laws of the United States of America. They're going to get Catholic legislation in this country, like the quote I shared on the other video recently, and it's right here, this one here. The old Protestant culture is about an end of its rope. Why can't we make the U.S. Catholic in legislation, Catholic in justice, aims and ideals? And that's a Jesuit magazine that was founded. And now the world sees a Jesuit Pope in Rome. So this is going to happen. The only thing you have to be concerned with is, are you ready? Are you sure? I hope and pray that you were blessed. Please share this video with as many as possible. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. God bless.